attached, you can able to do that. This is a kind of play, whatever the way you wanted to play, you can just update that. Okay, next version. How shall I know the application version? Currently, which application which we are using? As I said, different versions which you are having, right? 13.1.3 and 23D, 23, 24A and all, right? So the version, release version. Come here, go to this user and come to your application, about this application. If you see here, Oracle application, this is development framework, this is a DB, okay? And here you can see here, okay? This release 13 and 24, you can able to see here. As I said, right, 24A is released, okay? Now 24A currently. Remember, every quarter it is going to be released, okay? That latest changes and all. Based on the feedback from the customers, they are going to update and they are going to release the latest version with the updated changes. Yeah, 24A. This is something 11, they are maintaining some sequence. Yeah, 13 would be our release and 24 would be your version and 1 is nothing but your A. Okay, here 24A. Means latest version is 24A 13. In case if someone asks on which version you trained on, maybe the 13 version, and how the release can happen. Every quarter releases can be happen for 24 year 2024, next year 2025 25, and first quarter 24A, from April to June 24B, September to okay, July to September 24C, 24D would be last 3 quarters. Remember, this can be followed by US calendar, not Indian calendar. As you guys are aware, Oracle is a US based product. Okay. Means the primary is the headquarters, everything managed by the US country from US location. Of course, we have a Oracle organization in India also, different organization, Bangalore, we have Hyderabad, we have, okay. So kind of subsidiaries. So they are maintaining what Oracle is going to do. So there are n number of customers in the world. So Oracle is not at all going to manage to do all the kind of configurations or support everything, right? So what Oracle is going to do, Oracle is going to issue the license to, example, Wipro or Tech Mahindra or Tech TCS or IBM. So they are going to issue the license to all these big companies, maybe some small companies also. They are going to give a license. Means yes, they are, of course, before issuing the license, Oracle is going to check some kind of validations. Once they feel that okay, these guys can able to manage, so that they are going to issue the license. So by having that, they can go ahead and they can go ahead and search for the projects based on the actions whatever in the market, okay, competition. They are going to get a projects, and that way people will be recruited for that company and they are going to work for that particular projects. Okay, that is how the total Oracle process works. If you go for Oracle directly, for example, for services, Oracle is going to be, Oracle is going to be charged bit huge compared with all other vendors like Wipro or TCS or Tech Mahindra or Accenture. So for that reason, even other clients also going to other companies, because these are also branded companies. Of course, they are going to provide the better services, having good manpower and expertise in all the areas. For that reason, all the companies rather going to Oracle, they are coming to other vendors as well. Okay. This is how we can able to check the version. Is it clear the concept how the Oracle process works and how the vendors are gonna be get the projects and all? So of course, everything it's gonna be one approach we need to follow. Same way here also, it's gonna be applicable for your Oracle projects. Okay, well, geographical information. Geographical information is, this is something, let me show you. I think that, let's say, done. Manage locations. Okay, just try to create it. Okay. So here, if you see the zip code, I'm taking some example, okay? Search it. Search. Okay, just I'm taking some number. Okay. Here, geographical information is one of the important area to know as a consultant, where, for example, when I try to query the zip code example here, just some 6 number, right? Which come, just take that. Just say, okay. Okay. The moment once I select this, all the state, city, county, and all, it's going to be available. For example, if you don't want to do any validation, for example, if I enter some unknown number example, what system is going to do? System won't accept that, because the geographical validation is one of the important area to understand. Okay, I will show you where that can be enabled. Let's come to the application. Where is that? Yeah. Go to this global search, manage geographies. Let's come here. Basically, geographical information can be happen from multiple ways. So if you wanted to do that geographical information, yes, you can go ahead and define that. That is by default, whenever you subscribe automatically, that can be managed by the vendor, in our case, Oracle. In case you wanted to particularly manage on behalf of your organization, yes, you can go ahead and do that. That is also possible. Or else what other third party systems also. For example, Vertex is one of the third party system. They are going to manage the total geographical information. In case you wanted to give this kind of activity to third party vendors, yes, they are going to manage that, and they are going to interlink to this application to third party, so that all the details are going to be updated automatically. Either of the ways, whatever Oracle is updating, if you wanted to follow that, yes, you can go ahead and follow that. No need to do anything. Automatically, Oracle can be taken care whenever the releases are happen. In case any changes on the city names, or in case any, for example, Telangana state bifurcation happen. So if you wanted to do that, obviously that can be happen from the, either if you wanted to do that manually, yes, you can go ahead and do that, as an individual, yes, or else anyway Oracle is going to taken care all the updates and all, anyway that is going to taken care, either of the things, like either you do or else Oracle, once that is updated, whenever they are going to release, so automatically that can be taken care in your system also, in the sense in your application also, because this maintained by the vendor, correct? The cloud application is going to be maintained by vendor. Whenever they are going to do the releases, automatically that can update it. Otherwise, Vertex example I'm taking, okay, otherwise you wanted to give this to third party system, third party vendors, they are going to take care all this, okay, in case any changes, in case any updates they wanted to update, so they can update and they can migrate to your application. That way also we can go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and search with the country called United States. Or else you wanted to give a state short code also, you can give that. Let's give short code like yes. Just search it. Okay, it's already searching. Just wait. These are all some fundamentals, guys. Okay, before starting your any configuration, these are all some fundamentals should know. Okay, see here when I search with yes, yeah. See here. This G coding defined and all means here you can see here. Let's just decoding this is one of the like kind of enablement. Okay, address clearing means basically here, just once you click on that, you can able to see that real-time address cleaning level. This basically it's a kind of optional, you can put that, even we cannot do much here, but structure defined is important here. Means, for example, every country has their own address style, correct? For example, if you come to India, basically how the India, country, state, city, town, or maybe mandal, whatever you can call it, under village. Okay, this is how basically the structure, address structure for India. Same way for whatever you wanted to do here, in case US, state, county, city, and postal code. Okay, this way basically you can go ahead and see all the details. Okay, for all the countries, how the structure is defined. And here hierarchy defined, basically how the hierarchy. See, just see here under country, United States, hierarchy, you know, right? How the system, same way like, positions hierarchy, how it is there, same way like, based on the experience, the hierarchy there, right? Same way, as I mentioned, first country, under which country we have a state, under state we have a county, under which we have a city, under which we have a postal code. This is how the address structure is defined. Okay, so just if in case you wanted to see that information and all, you can come here and you can search that.
So this is already predefined, correct?
Correct.
We are
It's
not going to
it's by default, it's going to be available. In case something if you wanted to modify, yes, we have option to modify that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, in
Okay.
case you wanted to add something, yes, you can go ahead and add that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Once just save and close and come here. This is one of the important area, last one, which we need to see. Just wait, it's just saving it, closing. Mostly 99% of the cases, Oracle is gonna taken care of all this. Okay, no need to bother about that. But just you guys should understand the process, how where I can go ahead and search with that. And okay, see, validation defined. This is very, very important. For example, here, if I wanted to if I wanted to enter whatever the name, example, zip code, something like this, RL state, maybe something like this. Okay, city in case something like this, or county, something like this. Okay, if I wanted to enter,
you
I
won't
can
able
go.
to save.
Yeah, yeah, I cannot able to save, but I can able to enter. For example, if I disable this, I can go ahead and enter whatever the way I wanted to enter. I can go ahead and enter that. Example here, if I try to save also, that will be allowed to save. Okay. Here, this validation is very, very important. If you validated, for example, tomorrow, once the tax activity which you wanted to configure, if you don't disable this, sorry, if you don't enable this, if you disable this, tax is not at all going to be validated. For example, if you wanted to define the tax rules based on your location, system is not at all going to be recognize that. So this is one of the important area, need to check all
For
these
tax
are,
suggestion as well.
yes,
Okay.
enabled or not. Okay. So until unless if you are not clear on this, maybe you cannot understand, okay, whatever which I am entering, I can able to see the, I can able to enter, I can able to save, but where is the validation? Why it is accepting? So this here would be the control. Okay. This is how you can go ahead and verify all the details related to your geographical information. We are not going to do much, but as a consultant should know what different activities which are available here, in case if I wanted to add anything, how to add that. If I wanted to put some kind of validation, how to put that. Okay. Everything can be managed from your manage geographies. Okay. With this, so all the fundamental discussion which I would like to cover, I'm done with that. So far, in case if you have any questions, please you can raise, or else let's move on to the actual topic.